still shooting? Okay, I guess we are. Well, last night, when I got out here fishing, it started to rain, so I threw this German Flecktar tent up to keep my gear dry and someplace to get out of the rain. Well, it quit. I went on up the creek and was fishing, and it got dark and it started raining, and so I pulled out my army poncho last night out of my haversack and put it on and started back for the tent. And I don't know if the switch is bad on the headlamp or what, but anyhow, it kept going out on me. Wasn't really too concerned about it because I had the army poncho and one of those throwaway emergency blankets with me and stuff to build a fire, and I could have thrown up a hooch and spent the night, but I kept trying to get back to this nice cozy sleeping bag and whoopee and the air mattress. Figured if I'm going to spend the night, I want to spend it in comfort, but I had another option. So I finally, several stops and playing with the light, I finally got it lit, and then we kept going out, and I finally got here, and it was raining pretty good. So I took my poncho that I was wearing and threw it up haphazardly for a little kitchen and cooked my chili mac and made a cup of tea and crawled in here and put the whoopee in the sleeping bag and crawled in here, and I texted my wife and told her I was staying, and well, temperature got down, I'd say 38, 36. Well, my 50-degree sleeping bag with a whoopee in it just wasn't quite warm enough. So I had asked my wife for a new poncho, because that poncho has some holes in it from fires. So I pulled this out, wrapped the sleeping bag up in it, and went to sleep. I'm very glad I had my ponchos with me. Of course, in deer season, I used that poncho there that's set up for kitchen. I made a hooch and stayed out 2 days in it. Really can't beat an army poncho for emergency tennage or emergency sleeping bag or bivy cover. It'll stay. Poncho will stay in my haversack and my hunting kit. I should have had a jacket with me. It was pretty warm when I left home, but of course, when you get up here in the mountains, and I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a waterfall down over the bank here, and there's a lot of cold air come up and down this valley. Should have brought a jacket along, but I'm happy with the Army or the German Flecktar 10. It shed rain. I spotted a hole, but I can fix that with a little bit of seam sealer. It's not that big of a hole. It's just a little puncture. But it shed the rain. I didn't get wet. Wasn't a super hard rain, but it was you'd have got soaked in a short time. But these are definitely a one-man tent. I don't know how two men could. My German buddies over there, they're bigger men than I am, and I can't see two of those guys when they were in the service sharing one of these flectar poncho shelter halves. There wouldn't even be any room for their gear. But gotta try it out as a poncho though. Put the hood on. This is the hood. The buttons on. I don't think it's going to replace my GI poncho. It's just something I wanted to test out. I want to try to use it for a lean-to. See how that works. That's the reason why I bought it, but I bought the two shelter halves. I wanted to try it in the winter time, but if I set this up again, I'm going to take one pole out. I don't know. Let's see if I can turn the camera around here. See how much space is underneath the door? That lets a lot of air in. I don't know if that's by design or the slope of the ground. So anyhow, it wasn't a total catastrophe, but it wasn't a comfy camp. I could have thrown my tarp up. I have another tarp with me. Could have thrown that to Diamond. And I'm glad I didn't try to sleep in hammock last night because I'd have froze. This was much warmer. So this is just one of my spike camps when I was out fishing. Now I have to go find my fishing license I dropped somewhere along the creek. And tear down camp. I'll probably pack everything up and walk down and see if I can retrieve my fishing license, or I'll have to buy a new one. Or a replacement. I really don't want to spend the money. The state gets enough money out of me. Between boat licenses and hunting licenses, fishing licenses, vehicle license, taxes for potholes, bad bridges and bad roads. Pennsylvania is the land of taxes, but the state forest system, I gotta hand it to them guys. You can go out and put a spike camp up, you pack in, you pack out, hunt, fish in it. This is probably one of our jewels of Pennsylvania. We have a lot of state forest. And state game lands you can't camp on. There's lots of that, but the state game lands is poorly managed. The state forest tries, they do a little better job. I think they do a fairly good job of handling their forest. Overall, they do a tremendous job for a small group of people. They fight forest fires, build trails. They do use some free help out of people, but I think the Pennsylvania Forest Service does an excellent job. I gotta give them a pat on their back. Um, I'll catch you later.